We broadcast from State Radio ELBC. The frequency remains 99.9. There are so many other radio stations relaying this program right now. The Voice of Truth in Maryland County. Radio Alternative Live in Zozo. Radio Sanukoli. Radio Saklepi. Radio Grand Says. ELBC Radio in Bong, Sando, Bassa, Bombing, Lofa, and Grand Jira counties are also relaying the bumper show, while Radio Voice of Gompa, Radio Lawayi, owned and operated by Representative Doan Glikia, is relaying the bumper show. Let's say welcome back to the President and his entourage. His Excellency Bagugbe, Sekozi, Ofogekron, and Dirate, Tanu, Tape Pombewiya. The Minister of Information, Ledger Rennie, and the rest of the people, Lee Rijinangwe, and all of those who travel with the President to the Holy Land of Israel. Blessing upon blessing falling on Liberia as President Joshua prostrates himself to seek the face of God for our peace and tranquility in the conduct of our elections in October 10, 2023. My name is Jallah Grayfield. You call me Kiang Balakblu. Kiang Balakblu. It's a dry paper Kenya. Small boy can carry it. On the sunny days, difficult to carry. On the rainy days, more difficult to carry. So my name is Jallah Emmanuel Niki Kalufagala Kiang Balakblu Nyalewan Tukao. Zobo Mangunangakpo. Quila. Jabapunu Grayfield. I'm the son of a warrior from Zodamanta in Lofa County. And the son of a warrior fears nothing but to do wrong. We get information that Prince Yulube Johnson, after sending all of, making all of the conversation, making all the conversation about President Weah's re-election, he is begging the president beyond closed door. They say that Israel, Papa, Israel, and this woman, the wrong campaign. But we will remain an icon in the Liberian political scene right now. Prince Yulube Johnson begs George Weah for campaign money. The hustle not easy. And I'm told you, women in the Unity Party now they're pushing power now. Jeremiah Paku now you see the women as a Papa say no. Don't come to the front, you go to the back seat. It now is a young twin. And Roland Duo are putting his feet on the fire for the Central City in Nima County. One of them said they would take it by force. Not by force, but by election, right? Take it by force through election. Nyan Twain on the other side, while we're getting report that Nyan Twain is being supported by Jeremiah Kun again. Why he can stabbing the old man to his back after the old man made him to be where he is today. Address that all of this information are being investigated. We'll come and we'll do a monologue on Wednesday. We'll catalog all of these things. Prince Yulube Johnson begs President George Weah for campaign money. It ain't easy. A bold crowd trucking people from one place to the other for the sake of crowd politics. You know the party pulls crowd. From Margibi to Bonn, from Bonn to Nima, talking them on a daily basis before the program. Wow, you cannot afford to leave the show. I'm here till 6 o'clock. I'm expecting the Minister of Post and Telecommunications, Honorable Worlea-Saywah Dunah, a very erudite former lawmaker. I mean, he's schooled legislatively in legislative politics. He's been around for a while. This is one of the men who stood and said, I've represented the people of Nima 2 times in the legislature. I cannot go back this time. I will sit back and allow someone else to go. That's being a man, a politician for real. Not somebody who want to stay there and want to die in power. You're going for 18 years, you want to go back there 9 years. And you think that people of Nima don't have anyone who can untie your sadness, referring to Prince Jallah Johnson. He's been there for 18 years now. April 8 of our sister is 16. April 8 16. Okay, so you won't go out to the song, yeah. So that's how it looks like. So the man called Worlea-Saywah Dunah, a very respected Nemayan, said, no, I cannot go and sit again to say I'm running to be representative. But I would rather give this time to another Nemayan to contest in the district where I've contested twice and I won. So many people who have thought that Prince Jallah Johnson, given his age at this point, were giving out this seat now for grabs for others than himself going there. So the likes of Nyan Twain, a young man, schooled as well, is stay around. The lack of Roland Duo, who also was one of the liberators of the people in that county, is still around. The lack of a James Haliwanga, they all around. You know, these are names that are coming up. What can the senator give them to the young people again? That's political dominance. And anyone who does that has a greed. That's a greed that takes over a man. So the lack of Worlea-Saywah Dunah said, I have gone 2 times as a representative in this field for 12 years. I cannot go by again to say I will be representative. No, I will sit by. Let someone come and take the seat. So he left the seat as a representative. He sat down. He's an elder lawyer. He went to the law school, got a law degree. He is one of the prominent sons of Nima County. And if you are to count men and women from Nima, men who have valor, I would say he is one of them. He relinquished his position. He's a young man. But I'm thinking, why? Jallah will be going for 8 plus 8, they won't go another 8 again. When they criticize the system where Tubman and other guys for 27 years, they all say it was not good. That's a political dominance that we need to discourage. And so I will have him here very shortly. I've not seen the guys who pray for us, the vernacular people. Let me take PCK as a welcome. Worlea.
It's a pleasure. Oh, Papa, the turning at the God to go, turning at the guy you are, the turning at the guy you go.
I love to GP.
This is PCK, the man who crowns it all. The man who crowns it all. He prays for the president. He prays for the president in song. Protect our leaders, protect our president. His Excellency Ambassador Dr. George Opamanek Bagube Se Koze Frekron. The Vice President is Swakoko Mayo Joe Howard Taylor. The Speaker Honorable Dr. Buffer Chambers. The Proton Abachi. The Chief Justice Sanen Yo. All Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of Liberia. All Liberians. Babeo, Prince Worlea never yala Let me say happy belated birthday to my nephew who celebrated his birthday on Saturday on Johnny Day. The man who wants to be Senator of Bond County. The honorable former representative now Post and Telecommunications Minister is here in the studio. On the flip side of our 435, I will take a time to speak to the honorable man. That's a deputy minister at the Ministry of Commerce. He will speak to me here. I call him the walking dictionary. Wilfred Bangura. I want to call you all her name, but I know the name as not hard name. Welcome to the show, Michael Newman, D. Benedict Besson, Bacola Junior, James Labney. Welcome, Samuel Berry. Welcome, all of you who have joined us on the show. I say welcome. It's a pleasure having you here. And Wilfred Bangura will join me via phone later on the number 0770-560-560. But I had the distinguished pleasure to welcome to the studio in this official capacity. I'm not married in this official capacity, but top politics in Liberia, since he got confirmed by his colleagues at the legislature. When I say colleague, he served there before. So I think his confirmation was just a matter of formality. Let me say welcome to the Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, Honorable Worlea-Saywah Dunah. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, there's a button. Just press a red button.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Jallah. It's good to sit with you always, man.
Yeah, it's been a long while. We not have.
Oh yeah, we need to have more such in the days ahead. As you know, the first salvo of the political battle have already started. It's ringing across Nimba. The battle have started. You will hear us more and more. We will be begging you and crying at your door for time because whoever fire will double fire there.
Wow.
And we will not only wait for people to fire, we are already firing on all cylinders. Because it's decisive moment in the history of Liberia, where they will continue forward with the progressive move and the progressive Iraq that have been initiated by the grassroots forces that have been mobilized by President Joy Weah, or we go backward to those of the ages of the 80s, where chaos reigned in this country. Those who in their own times could not provide the leadership to stabilize our country. Now they have come in our generation and claim to have the expertise. The question then would be, what happened during your time? What happened during your Iraq? If you are so much a connoisseur of leadership and know what it takes to move the country ahead, how can your time is referred to as the warring years? The years of bloodshed, tyranny, and tribal bloodbathing. This is the Iraq of the peace ambassador, internationally renowned peace ambassador. And that is why I see Dunah as one of the progressive leaders who fought tyranny in this country under the Chancellor regime and instituted and argued for democratic reform, thought that it was the appropriate time to join such a renowned international peace diplomat in the new wave of progressive leadership in Liberia. And brother, we are committed to that.
He jetted down running so very fast with these TC comments coming from him very strong. And Harris is a Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications. I guess you've taken over now.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, it has a very good group of Liberians, young people there working, men and women. President appointed a good staff there, senior management appointees, and we are gradually forging a very strong bond as a united team. And we are embarked on a duty of reforming the place, revamping it, and moving it forward to provide the kind of services that the nation requires in terms of postal services, and laying the foundation to move the postal services into the digital age. So those are our challenges, and we are committed to it, and we will move on to it.
Some days.
Definitely.
Exclusively to talk political talks, not about reformation at the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications.
I'll be happy to come back.
Going political, you entered while I was making reading some headlines in some papers. I've been reading that into the few of the papers about your political leader then, and I say because he was being considered as new political godfather, Prince Yelugbe Johnson, who has given support to the Unity Party. And former Vice President Joseph Boakai is now the man who steers the affairs of the party. But now this person tells me that he has gone broke. He's asking the president for some money to run campaign, or he's giving his support now to Joseph Boakai. Is that a political child's play?
That encapsulates and epitomizes the man Prince Johnson. If that report, I have every reasons to not doubt those reports because I worked with him for 12 years. The substance is lacking, brother. For those who think politics is an arena of self-aggrandizement, who think it's a game, and that captures my former workmate collective. And for the record, he has never been my political leader. Okay. I came into the legislature as the Secretary General of the New Deal movement, the Progressive Party.
I know. When I provided coverage for you guys.
And then in my second election, at which time I have formed alliance with Madam Salif at the Unity Party level, I campaigned for Madam Salif, and I went in as a Union Party partisan. At that time, he had an NUDP. You remember?
Yeah.
He wiped out a tsunami, and we stopped them right in district number 7. And we held our ground for Nimba. So he always been opposite to us because we don't come from the same school of political thought.
Okay.
I am a grassroots. When we were embarking on building a university, a free university for the citizens and students, children of poor farmers, children of one-tappers, he was embarking on a capitalist adventure of building a private university to extract money from our people. So we are never been at the same time.
So that university, Nima, is his private university. It's not Nima.
No, it is not. Even look. Unfortunately, go there. Even those who fought with him, the INF, PFL, there is no program for them. He conducts himself as he alone worked from Monrovia and did the battles all alone. Those who fought and even died in his battles, their children and grandchildren are all abandoned. But they are nearby, and we have the free university. When we established at the Nima Community College, President Weah has made it even much better. He has made it a free university, which was the Biple mandate. The idea of building a university for Nimba was in Biple January 7, 2007, in my constituency, where the Nimba people gave the mandate to the caucus led by Senator Setai Odolo. While we were effecting that mandate, he stayed away. There is no popular mandate. There is no pro-people agenda in Nimba that he has ever been part of. He can't show one. And he and I from Zoge. But we get news. Yeah, he's from Zoge, but we get great news for him.
What's the news, sir?
The news is we have a man, the new senator of Nimba County.
A man. Who is he?
The former General Roland Duo, a young man, a seasoned, educated person, expert in governance and security matter, who understand the needs of the Nimba people and the young people, who can relate to them in this Asian time.
He cut
across Nimba, and he's from the scene Zoge. He is the new man. And right now, the breeze is blowing his name all over. But Jallah, I tell you, we will turn that into the blazing fire. And then, when we are done with the blazing fire, consuming the campaign period, that floor will flush Prince Johnson out of the Nimba hierarchy.
You're very sure you can flush
We got
out?
3 strategies. The strategy of the win is on right now with Roland Duonim.
And I guess you
and then the blazing fire of campaign.
The blazing fire of campaign.
Then the electoral votes will be the floor that takes Prince Johnson away.
How are these messages resonating with the people?
They are resonating very, very well. Because I'm from Zoge. He's from Zoge. If he can point out one thing that he has done, government project he has carried, one institution he has put on the budget, then Jallah, I'm alive. The facilities in Zoge that have gone on the national budget have gone through me and through Honorable Koka. You talk about the Nimba Community College, which is today university. Isn't that should be the flagship thing for everybody? While Senator Bezonga was fighting for Basel College, while Sumukupi and others were fighting for Lofa College, while Senator Yenebo and Senator Gay were fighting for Granjida College, it was left only with Senator Dolo and the representatives to establish that Nimba Community College. That is where people are looking at now. And Incuban runs on his record, not on the propaganda in the national race. He should focus on himself. President Weah have done enough in Nimba. President Weah is doing extremely well in Nimba. And for the record, when President Weah won Nimba in 2005 on the first ballot, the record's there, you can Google it. When he did that, Senator Johnson was not with him.
So he was on the Southern United Party?
No, he was an independent running his son's party. He was not with United Party. He was not there. The point I'm trying to make is, historically, the president won him out without him. So the president has his own cloud. At that time, he had not even done any work in Nimba County to say this the president.
What more than he has done?
One more at this stage. Jallah, beyond the facades that people put up for themselves, the self-deception will consume them. The Nimba people are happy. I have been touring there. I'm not sitting in Monrovia to talk. I've been Tapeta. I've been Sanikole. I've been Sake Pierre. I've been Gray. The videos are all out there. You will see how people are deeply appreciative of the achievement of the president. He walks into Bang and said, "This is a school, build a school." It's almost at completion.
Mm-hmm.
The road is swinging towards Tapeta and Granjide. The road is swinging to Logwato. Our people are farmers, independent farmers, hardworking people. They are not urban people. And what they need is to get their commodities to the market. What they need is to overcome the bar mud. My brother, will they look at all of that and don't see? They look at all of that and they are happy.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very, very happy. So I can tell you for free, the two battles are separate, but we will fight them jointly. He better focus on his Senate race because he got a man who is full of energy coming. President Weir has proven himself in his first round with Ambassador Baka, former VP Baka.
Mm-hmm.
At which time he was just a senator, and he dislodged a VP.
Now one more.
Now they are sitting in Cuban. It's almost like deja vu.
So you see that's a political tsunami coming October 10 that the George Weah CDC can win Nimba with whooping victory.
I see the president doing extremely well in Nimba. I see the possibility of him winning Nimba. And why I say so is because of the achievement and because of the love that people have generated in Nimba for his regime, which they even generated as far back as 2005, Jallah.
Mm-hmm.
So historical fact is backing our assertion. Current development in terms of infrastructure, road network, and other things is further solidifying the assertion that the potential is there and we can work on it to win Nimba. So that is precisely where we are. And Senator Johnson, his rhetorics are all old. People are tired of it. Akedo. Come on. This is the internet age. This is the age of technology, progress. Our young people want education. That issue is no longer an issue. I have told Nimba people, look, come on. We are talking about providing healthcare. We are talking about providing education. Those are the issues of our generation. Their generation issue should stay with them. Our generation issue is how our children go to good school, how to improve our schools, our universities, our colleges, our secondary school, our healthcare services, jobs for young people. These are the issues of our time. And you got to interject a young president who is attacking the issues.
You are fighting for Nimba for Weah. Mm-hmm. The last time I checked, we had Nimba Kwado for George Weah, Nimba for Weah. Now, in the midst of all of these, you're making this progress according to you.
Mm-hmm.
You need a party sails in, passes through Margibi, moves into Bong, and landed into Ganta and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Now they claim that the land has been given to them by the chief and elders. What do you say about that?
My brother, the land of Nimba have been given to no men. The same Nimba people who voted overwhelmingly in 2017 for President Weah, was that not a real act of giving him the land? Then you're talking about political rally talk? The land was given to President Weah in 2017. The records are there. So what they are saying is a political song. The land has been given to us. I can another person can go there tomorrow and say the land has going to us. By the way, I was looking online and the CPP folks were saying, well, try and subtract the people you brought from Monrovia and then so we can know the true width of the crowd. That is what CPP people are saying. That's what the CPP youth and folks are saying. So that now. So
but there are evidence of fucking which you saw on the internet. As you said, the internet now age is visible to everybody. Once you put data on your phone, you see what's happening.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody from their side.
So the land was given to the president. He introduced the president as our nephew, as our son. And let me tell you, in the tradition of Nimba, when the nephew takes the cow hair, nobody take it from him. So even his accession is wrong. The nephew has taken the cow hair, go and take it from him. Who would want to do that? It's uncultural for him to even utter it as an elder. It's wrong. It's totally wrong. So those are the cultural aspect of it. So which elder, which chief in Nimba will look at it and want to commit a cultural crime by saying the nephew that was proclaimed and has taken the prize?
Yeah.
Traditionally, you take it back from him. You joking?
Is that an
Jallah, you yourself, you are a cultural person. It's an abomination in the land. It will never happen. And our people are mindful of that. The chiefs and elders of Nimba are mindful of that. If you ask their spokesperson now, they will tell you precisely We stand by our son.
When I heard one of the correspondents or one of our sister radio station reporting this morning, talking about the chiefs giving Nimba to Bwaka and his people, the names of prominent chiefs that were asked for were not in that meeting, in that endorsement.
Jallah, sometimes people tend to mistake,
because the host of the show was trying to ask a correspondent, do you know the other chief?
Yeah, they knew another.
Other men say, oh, but the man you know, but men are there. You want to answer. So he kept dodging those questions until he ran to something else, which tell you that their being there was not legitimized by the chiefs as went on.
There is a tendency, I noticed even during my own campaign, that people will mistake a welcome, a traditional welcome, for a sign of support and turning over a place to you. We encounter that many times. People say, oh, Saywah Dunah, you see the welcome I got, the people gave me cola, they gave me the country. And I beat them in the same village and done. So what are you talking about? It's a traditional thing. When stranger come, you say hello to him, right?
Of course.
Especially even if you vet with a stranger, he's still entitled to his welcome. Those are traditional niceties and cultural norms and mores that people will always do. But that is that. Look at the number of mobilization, independent mobilization for the president in Nima. It's overwhelming. I went to Tapeta by time. Look, there are a lot of groups that have mobilized themselves. You go Sunny Kole, even at the very Nima University we're talking about, there's a huge mobilization of young people, teachers and faculty, and some of them are vexed because they feel that this agenda that have declared a school or university, this agenda that have made education free for their children, you want to swap it? Swap it for what? This agenda that the road to Logwato is going, to Sakapie, to Tapeta, you cannot change the agenda. The agenda will run its natural course, and that natural course is is going to retain state power and continue, and in fact continue those great works that he has started, and some he have accomplished, and he will perfect it. He has learned free education, right? It has teaching. It will definitely is in the first stage. Do you know what the second stage is going to look like? No. It's going to look explosive. You're going to have digitalization of schools. You're going to have internet service, computer labs for our children right everywhere they are. And this is a man who been in Europe, United States. So what he's seen there, he's brought it. And one of the things he saw in Europe, he brought, which some of us have been arguing for. And for me, that's a significant policy overlap for which I support him, is free tertiary education. You have a country that have a huge illiteracy gap. How do you fight it? You fight it. They say Baso declare bad medicine. The bad medicine is make it free. And that's how Botswana came up.
Yeah, it reminds me of what happened when you were in the legislature, when students went and blocked the whole road and asking for increment in the budget of the university. Because teachers will not be paid on time. They were boycotting the faculty offer was boycotting
school.
The students were agitating. They were sitting on the road. They had to use the police to take them off because there was no much support for the university. Now it's not free. You know, it speaks different.
It's completely, it's a different dynamism. I take you back a little. I know you don't have time, maybe running, but precisely at the time Botswana got independent, they have less than 20 college graduates. At that time, Liberia had maybe thousands because they used to go to the States and get their degrees and come and we had a college here. How come Botswana have leapfrog and is in a developed country state because of free education? Because of free education. Up to now, I understand from kindergarten to master is free for citizens of that country or minimum cost. Now, that is what he has brought. You got an Asian problem lying down. Those who boasted of experience, it never occurred to them. When we were in the New Deal, we called for this. When we were at the capital, we called for this. Now I have come. And the thing of political alliance formation is based on policy, Jallah. And I said, this policy, it grabs me. And I'm going to run for him, camping for him in the next election without him picking my number and say, I do not need you. I say, I'm already on board. I'm a progressive. I'm a grassrooter. A fight against illiteracy. It's a fight against ignorance. It's a fight against using young people. It's a fight against using old people. It's a fight against misinformation. It's a fight against people who will misinform the society and take advantage of people's ignorance. And that is the true revolution. And that has been unleashed.
When I hosted Double Megazo and Omen, right? I forgot his name. In this very studio, they spoke of divisiveness on the part of General Johnson. That they've been abandoned after all of this. And he has failed to not mobilize, but he has failed to unite the former fighters. And many of them are now living abject poverty. And they talk that the Nima people they are not on chain for Prince Johnson. That when you're wearing your hood in their neck, on the robe, and just put it and go vote for the person. And so they were saying they want to mobilize and go against Prince Johnson. How have you worked with these people, these former generals who know the territorial confines of Nimba, who can go and speak the Gio and speak the Mana and someone speak the Maningos to the people and telling them, say, this is the way to go?
Jallah, this is simple, Jallah. Look, I mentioned firstly to you that if his own organization, his splinter group he formed when he left Shastila, if he does not have program for the remnants, if he don't have program for the children who were orphans because their fathers were fighting for him, how can some get killed? How can he have program for his own colleagues? So there, just as they said, is the fact of the situation. But the main thing here is the Nimba people, the propaganda far outweighs the fact. What is the high fact of 2017 elections? Of the 9 seats that were available for elections, his party won only 2. That doesn't show godfathership. The records are there. The 2 were Onrokun and Onrogon. And in Onrokagon case, the case was even settled at the Supreme Court. No, that doesn't show dominance, does it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. So what happened was a grateful president gave him political leverage for the past 5 years. He said, oh, so long, my old man, it was like majority of the opinion leaders of Nimba were on the other side, and you broke the ice and came and stood by my side, you will be the conductor for that great country. That was political favor, but he did not win it on the field.
Okay.
Because to win it on the field, it means of the 9 seats in Nimba, my brother, you must have 7 or 6. When you have 7, when you win 7, you win 6. You say, I control it. Then, as a student of politics and a politician, I would say, I can give you an example. Go to Kenya. When you go in the Luo's land, Raila Odinga, he wins everything. Oh.
Yeah.
You go in Buhari home.
Yeah.
He wins everything for his people. You go to Peter Obi's home. He won everything. So when you say you control it,
Johnson winning
it is his propaganda that has been real good. And then in recent time with President, we have been a humble man who keep his word. It further amplify his own standing. But at one point in the Nimba caucus, we even had to discipline him, and we have to expel him for some time as a disciplinary measure. And so, my brother, the issue here facing our people, even at the moment in our home in Zoge, there is a project called IFAT. You ever heard about it?
No.
Good. It started doing Madam Salifta. I lobbied for it, and we got it. It's a World Bank project. Do you know that road connectivity in the Buya area, going into Lower Tapeta and going to Lower Belege, has been enhanced through that IFA project? And you know who negotiated the road work of 10 million that was just passed in 2020 or 2019? It was this government. But some people don't know those simple facts. They are lying all around there. So yes, the president has impacted Zoge. Besides the school that he's building in Ban, the IFA road project. A high school, modern high school complex has been zinging. I think it's almost 80 or 90%. I'm thinking, he probably may dedicate this 26 season. I don't know. It's going real far. I was there the last time. And then the road network through IFA. That is a 10 million grant that was signed under this government. Agriculture Minister Jenny Cooper was instrumental in that, along with others. Isn't that an achievement? He looked at the Cocoa project, which he inherited. Let it go ahead. And another layer to it to get the farmers to market and to get them to the nursery center. And that nursery center, Jallah, I have heard words from the Ministry of Agriculture that potentially it should be the cocoa center, cocoa research center for Liberia. That's impactful policy. We are the cocoa bed. We are part of the food bed of Liberia, and especially around our area. So yes, the president have impact here. Was the senator aware of this? No. Even at the launching in Bonn, here in Cuba, he was not invited. I was invited because why? I got that project in 2016 and 17. And then Honorable Koga came in hugely. And so the work of lifting our people in Zoga and all across Nimba, he had never been instrumental to it. And so after 18 years, he got Roland Dodo Diwe, and he also got Yantwaya on the side, and he also got the very vigorous Goba Slepo on the side.
Yeah, Goba
Slepo is running riot on him already. Yeah, he's running riot on him already, and we'll be watching their battle here and Goba. They've been on it, and then come to look at it. There are a lot of things that you can talk about. You can say, for example, you've been chairman of the caucus under your watch. What has happened to the Nima yellow machine? Those are questions that Nimba are asking that people sitting over don't know about.
The yellow machines have disappeared?
I don't know. They are there, but when the yellow machine are not working, what is happening to it? And that's your watch. But when we were there on our watch and our leadership, it could be seen all part of the country. Those are issues that will reverberate and determine the elections, my brother. This election will be determined by high historical fact of past and current development, and not by what happened in 1990 to the Freeport.
Worlea-Saywah Dunah is the Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, one-time representative of Nima Zoga District. Am I correct?
Zoga and Sakaduma, because my first district was, in fact, Jallah, I represented 4 different districts. My first district was a cut of Zoga and Gwelege, because I went as far as Berkeley. And then my second district was a cut of Bam and Sakapie, still together as district 7. I was the first representative for that district. And it's a multilingual district. It's a district of Dan, Gil, a district of Man, and a district of Malinga. So you found that.
Yeah, you have a good.
So I cut across the country. So I have campaigned in Mano area, Gil area. I have campaigned all over. Look, I'm a veteran.
He is my guest, Worlea-Saywah Dunah. I will take time to talk to Mr. Wilfred Neo Bangura. If you follow me, just call in. I can take your call. I leave for 5 minutes. I'll open the line for people to call in, and I will end the show maybe 10 minutes by 5 o'clock. Then the development superintendent of Margibi County, Francis Karpu, will be my guest. He wants to talk about the involvement of the what they're doing in the county in terms of development that has impacted President Weah's re-election bid in that area when people of Margibi County are gearing up to give a resounding yes to President Weah. Francis Karpu, the development superintendent of Margibi County, will be my guest. On the flip side of 5:15, when Worlea-Saywah Dunah walks out of these studios. Right now, I'm expecting the call from Wilfred Neo Bangura just for 5 minutes, and I will activate a full line so everyone to participate. But Mike James says, Prince White Johnson, 18 years is enough for you. Mike James, D. Hannes Takwe, Mayango, Too Blessed Aku, D. Solomon Sim, Aaron Zin, others are following the show right now. Let me say welcome to D. Hannes Tape, J. Benedict, Bestman Bakola Jr., Marcus Balazer is following me. E. Festus G. Fraser has joined us. Abu Bakar Ba is following me from Malaysia. He says, Abu Bakar Ba, welcome, Honorable Assistant Minister at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Samuel Berrick says, good afternoon, Jallah. I'm following from Bannersville. I really love that song. James Lamy is following me. Michael Wama is following me as well. Welcome to the show. Let me get a bit of this one as I try to connect Neo Bangurak right here. Let me get a bit of this one. Quickly. What's going on? Yaboni Mayazio.
So
Lawrence, no go for yourself. How are you this afternoon? With a Bangram says waiting your call. I'm trying to place a call, but the call seems to be going through. The outspoken Minister of Postal Affairs is here. The Honorable Worlea-Saywah Dunah. One-time legislative scholar on Capitol Hill. But let me put it this way and ask you this question: What is your reading? You know, the folks have been in Nima of recent. I mean, you know, the party people. They've captured Nima already. Say in their own. I saw people singing song, and we are go other people dancing. And you know, I was just wondering what was going on. How do you see their visitation to Nima?
I see their visitation as it's an out of desperation. They're trying to pick up momentum, but there is none for them. And they have a few of their guys from Monrovia instructed them to make those kind of slogans, which does not reflect the view of the people of Nimba who are peace loving and have all respect for the presidency at the very highest level. And whatever they're trying to do, it's not just going to work because the people of Nimba have seen through it. And by the way, you have a caucus of 11. The question to them is, how many are with you today? How many of the 11 are with you touring today in Nima? So those are hard political facts.
11 caucus members.
11 members of the Nima caucus elected by the Nima people. How many are on that tour? The show of political strength is the show of the representation of the people.
All right, so I have with me the Deputy Minister, Minister Bangura is now on the line from Central Monrovia. Mr. Minister, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Jallah. I'm thrilled to join with you this afternoon.
Okay.
Let me say good afternoon to an erudite intellectual, the Minister of Post and Telecommunications. How are you guys doing today?
We're fantastic here. And how do you do?
I'm doing very well.
Okay, really, so you've been following the conversation. You want to weigh in? Let me hear you quickly.
Yes, absolutely. Without any intent to detract from what the minister had said, I just wanted to say that we are living in a very interesting time, dogged by three dispensations. It's been 18 years since 2005 up to today. In these 18 years, you find three different dispensations. The first dispensation was the liberation politics dispensation. It was the time we heard people saying, I fought for you, I liberated this county, therefore I deserve your vote and you should vote for me. Mm-hmm. That dispensation passed and we saw the 2011 dispensation. It became the identity politics dispensation.
Okay.
During that dispensation, the new strategy was that I am a Gio person, so Gio people should vote for me. And the Manan people felt ostracized, Mandingos felt ostracized, and other people felt left out. And that dispensation passed. In 2023, we have the development politics dispensation.
Okay.
This is the defining moment where Nibans in every stripes and every age are now looking for development. They are now looking out there and asking questions about what have you done for our county. And of course, when this question is applied to the president, you see that the president is answering today by a plethora of development that is all across the length and breadth of Nimba. And I want to argue that the president has done more development work in Nimba than any other part of this country. Let's disaggregate this statement.
Okay.
You find that road connectivities are major drivers for economic growth and economic development. The roads that they use to go to Kampley, if they had not driven on that road to go to Kampley, I wouldn't be making a call. But the Unity Party folks drove on the road. They enjoyed the comfort of the road. They were amazed.
A road built by the Georgia government.
The road built by the George Weah government. You drive on the road built by the president, and yet you have the audacity to argue that the president has done nothing for the people of Nimba. So that irony is clear. In every community where the president has made developmental intervention, the people will just listen to what you have to say, and they have already made up their minds that they are going to support the president. That is not an argument that we have.
But how do you defend this argument that the prophet with the people, that the roads they drove on going to Camp whatsoever they went to, the funds were secured by them while they were in government, you mean Unity Party?
The people understand that the Unity Party government was in power for 12 years. There were no roads. So to argue that they brought the money for the road, the people have dismissed that argument because it doesn't make sense at all. Look, the people want development, the one who delivered the package to them, the one who made it possible, the one who has dwelt long distances, the one who had halved transport fares, for example, from Sonically to Campley used to cost almost $5,000 on motorbike, plus all of the dangers, all of the bad roads, all of the flooding that used to happen along that corridor. That money has been dropped, and people are even paying like $750 nowadays on motorbikes from Sonically onto Campley, and in no time they're back. It's just like they did not go anywhere. You can drive on that road with a cup of tea on your laps on the tender toll. It will spill over. The people have seen what development is like. So this is why we have argued that this is the age of the politics, of development politics. So if you look at the 21 kilometer road from Ganta into Sonically, today Sonically has the broadest street in Monrovia. We can argue that what you call Broad Street, I mean, what we have here is by far more beautiful and broader than what you have in Monrovia. And the youth of Sonically have had several discussions on this, and that debate has been settled. The development activities engineered by this president is everywhere, and these people of Nimba are witnesses to it. The road that passes before the school built by Senator Johnson was built by the president, and they drive on that road comfortably and go to their homes. That road goes into Sakati, more than 31 kilometers of highway. So I just wanted to add this 2 cents to the argument, brilliantly articulated by the minister. That we are living today in the development politics dispensation where the people of Nimba are no longer looking at identity, they're looking at who is doing what for them. And they are very pleased, they're very happy today. We have too many auxiliaries. People spontaneously, organically forming themselves into groups. They are asking themselves, how can we help the president? Jallah, there are some groups I saw, I was really enamored. I was very happy about the creativity. For example, there were groups like, they call themselves Resolve Divines to Elect Weah. They got one to call New NEW, Nimba Elect Weah. All kinds of beautiful names. And these auxiliaries are being born every day. You have the queens of Weah, the daughters of Weah. You have all different communities for Weah. And as I speak to you, the boots are on the ground. And those who went to Nimba over this weekend to do their tour, I mean, besides the people that transported there, I've already realized that the sands on the ground has shifted.
Okay.
There's a town called Lole, and the minister knows Lole, just behind Campley. Lole was filled with youth who they just like they were having their own jamboree on that side, and they didn't even want to be a part. What was happening in Campley, we follow everything that happened. So the people have decided. You cannot change the narrative.
Okay.
We listen to jives. I mean, jive, this is not what they're looking for. They're looking at what the president has done for them. You cannot change the minds of the people. We want development. We want to change Nimba's story. So the trajectory of Nimba politics has changed forever.
Thank you. Newan, thanks a lot. And as I said to you the other day, with the approval of the Director General, every Wednesday, 5 to 6 is allotted to the intellectuals of Weah. to do your show here. So let me pause it. Let me pause it right there. You listen to your younger brother, but let's engage the people's view just for a few minutes, and then we'll come back. Let me get this one again. Let me energize it a bit. Richard Vala said United Party folks are shameless. Johansson everywhere we are. He said, Great Francis Buya. Mr. Jallah for Francis Buya watching from Valiman City. How are you this afternoon? Opi Oni Jones has joined me. Blood Revolution Conan Wilson is watching from Accra, Ghana. Amanda Wardro is watching for Accra, Ghana. Amanda, how are you and the kids there in Ghana? Amanda Wardro, welcome. Let me open the line for a few minutes, at least for 6-7 minutes. I will take Francis Karpu if he's here now. This is all our business. We'll take him up I think 10 minutes after 5 o'clock. He said, okay, thanks for the superintendent here. We'll take him. Let me announce the number 080514096. 080514096. 07705605660 are the two numbers to call. Let me take the first caller for 15 seconds. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Brother Jallah, and good evening to our studio guests.
Good evening, sir. Welcome you live.
Yeah, this is E. Armstrong Bapu of District 5, Monserrado County.
Okay.
Jallah, let me say thank you and many thanks to the former representative, Lord Jallah. A part of the people, if I were in Kakata and I went other places, we know the people have spoken. They are posting people. The Prince Johnson, he went taking people around in his district, in the country, to at least come outside, at least for GMB to believe that, oh yes, Prince Johnson going to help me. But it is clear that President will be re-elected.
Thank you.
Based on what he has done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next caller, what's it and where do you call from?
Mr. Jallah.
Yes, sir.
This is Makate because the crime pastor. I'm calling from Grand Pastor County to be seven number 4 district.
Number 4 district. Welcome to Monrovia.
Yeah, Mr. Jallah. I don't know why people always let's say they put it in the murmuring because President we are done well. I saw confrontation. I win. When I went Lofa I knew before. I went Lofa. I couldn't get away. I'm a man of buying cattle. I went in my country. I couldn't get over it.
What happened there?
The road. But I if I have my own way now, get 11 years, get point in the city.
Okay. Thank you so much for Grandmaster. Thank you so very kindly. Let me take this caller from here. Hello, you want to participate? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm Joe Yakanzwa calling from Ganta City, Nima County.
Joe Siawe, welcome. Yagonze.
Yakonzwa.
Oh, Yakonzwa.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
all
okay.
Right. Thank you for the show and thank you to your studio girl, Mr. Worlea-Saywah. Let me say to you that this government, this your government, the president of the Republic of Liberia, they have failed us to unite the people of Liberia.
Okay.
They have failed to fight cruise and jobs. They continue to bring jobs into the country through Jamaica resource. They continue to
look at you see that? So I will not let you go that far because your conversation is for the deceit. I use the president is pushing bringing drugs to Jamaica resort. I will let you say the other ones he is failed us not reconciled as YZ. But we made this kind of unfounded accusation, wildcat allegations. I'm gonna let you go there because it doesn't seem to me that you didn't know, what you're talking about. Let me take this caller. Hello, welcome. Get up, close your eyes, Yeah, welcome. Let's go ahead.
24th Street, it's son of Zoga, Nima County.
Okay, let's hear you. Your brother is here.
So thank you very much. He's our mentor for NEMA. So I first want to appreciate Minister Dunah for his splendid deliberation. This is a man that has served the people of NEMA for 12 consecutive years, and his history at the level of the national legislature shows clearly that he is a man with potential and high quality, and he is ready and prepared to shape the destiny of NEMA to a new generation. At the level of the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, we have done some research on our father. In less than 2 months, you can see with evidence and hard fast evidence that the ministry is well running properly and things are moving there smoothly. With the NEMA politics, we want to show to Senator Johnson, or let's say Marketer Johnson, that his whole activities of running politics in NEMA will never move forward again, because the young generation of NEMA and the people of NEMA are very much appreciative. This is a man that of recent time, the NEMA University, can you imagine that at the NEMA University have the program, the faculty program, they wrote that when they show up. It was Minister Dunah who went there and get 50 bags of cement and donated some high or new scouts for the NEMA University. And I can also show to you that the people of NEMA were resolved.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. The next caller is here. Hello, welcome. Are you there, caller? Are you there? All right, let me go back to the line. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good evening. This is Rambo Senior Johnny for the district number 7, specifically Nima County.
Let's say for district number 7 in Nima County.
Yeah, specifically the city.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Let me use the medium to say thank you to Honorable Dunah, our former lawmaker of this no more district. He played his part, but really what we understood for him now as he's discussing in studio there, they are only saying that because they have played their part. But Honorable Dunah cannot be brave to come and just stand, even if he's serving, and say we want you to support the government because of that.
Why you saying that?
Thank you. He said,
and you know you have 15 seconds. You go on 12 seconds.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Thank you. He said a lawmaker in district number 7, and then we the young people cannot boast of anything in the district.
Okay.
So that's the reason for which he go up there now to just say.
Thank you. The next caller, welcome. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is I call from District 1.
15 seconds to make your point. Let's go ahead, talk along.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate the studio guest. I think what all he has said is right. We are in high gear to support the president for the 1-round victory. And we are also supporting Honorable Gabla Whedon in District 1. He is contesting as the CDC candidate for Bon County in District 1.
Okay.
And we have been working to mobilize young people for the first time for the re-election of President. We are come to the October.
Thank you. The next caller here, let's hear you. You are on the bumper show.
All right, thank you for the program. My own name is Christopher Sio. I'm calling from Grayfield community.
Where is that?
Grayfield community, Kansas City.
Okay. Let's hear you.
Yeah, brother, when it comes to this year election, I think the people who are spearheading our president, we are campaigning in Nima County. People who will be the cause of president, we are losing massively in Nima County.
Why you say so? Is there a problem?
Yeah, because these people are people who are still in Nima County, or the former representative Dunah when was representing nothing with the 12 years he spent there. One development, you know, carry on in the district so that he didn't want to protest or
all right, thank you. Your 15 seconds are out. Let me welcome Mali Gadi is watching of us. Mark Ato is watching us. Ominga Tale is watching us. Koloba Biakwe has joined us. Abiso Gono has joined us. And let me go to this line and take this caller. Hello, welcome you live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, welcome, Roger.
Make your point in 15 seconds. We have to go.
Yeah, my name is Maurice Pastor calling from Joe Community.
Maurice, let's hear you.
Yeah, let you know how people in the studio there. You know, no, the property for Jamie very friendly. They don't come around, go back to they been all they want. But I can get insurance to the laboratory. I want Nima for Graki Maganaba, but let's go in my before. I know when geometry for you. Yeah, so I know I'm going to be talking Nima. Yeah, let's please do Nima. For now, and I don't think about putting yourself making the president for money. And those streets, very election time. I mean, what can be done? Project out. Well, yeah, most of the people that one.
Okay.
I just tell you, project out. Last day, every morning, after morning, by going to Tuesday or Wednesday, I never will catch up. Well, come on, morning, or how the break can be done.
Okay.
So
Thank you. This caller has been on the harassment on this other line. Hello, welcome. You want to participate?
Good afternoon, Jallah.
Good afternoon, welcome. Let me hear you quickly.
Thank you. I'm Emmanuel M. Super Jr. Joining as the winter president of the People's Liberation Party, C of the Montreal County.
15 seconds, Emmanuel. Make your point.
Good afternoon to your studio guests. Jallah, I follow the United Party in my country, and I'm a son of my country, though I'm a Lomantela. That's where my birthplace is. My neighbor's got it is very in that country there. And I see, some of those people that turned out Jallah the great United Party, some of the people went to see, who have always been talking about Spanish, because the former president said they spent the opportunity. So those people turned out to see the men that actually spent the 12 years opportunity that were giving them good rules on which today the United Party can drive safely and go to Nima County to campaign on. They could have built so many rules in Nima County, but people in Nima County will be on break.
All right, thank you, Emmanuel. Let me take one more call and call it a day. This caller seems to be Peter Macaulay. Peter Macaulay, you have 15 seconds. You're the final caller.
Thank you so much, Jallah. Political Maradona, the man who know the journalist, like Ronaldinho play on the football.
My man, go ahead, man. 15 seconds, no time.
I remain the political officer of the National Response and Defending Allah Proper Defender Peter Macaulay, the civil advisable. Look, Jallah, let me say this. If you can retrospect when President Weah then was George Weah entering the country, so people wanted to see who is George Weah. A man who served this country for 12 years, 42 years, but 12 years and 1.some million annually. We refer to a Joseph Nima Pwaka and son of a follower in Kwaizano, the uncle. So the man told you and I, you Jallah Grayfield is all to be your correspondent to BBC for Liberia. But he is going to Jallah Grayfield opportunity.
Okay.
Some people in Nima County wanted to see the men are squandered the 30 million they let Muhammad Gaddafi say for agriculture and the agriculture machine.
All right, I know why you got me. Yeah. So in other words, you say you can get me trusted with the votes.
It means that the Nimarian don't want to meet with, they want to see him. It's not because they want to see that he's a Joseph Macaulay.
Okay.
They want to see.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter Macaulay. No, you're not guest speaker here. Let me come back to my.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will quickly reprimand the young man who spoke about those things. I don't want to report that. The country people say if you give a child a bad parable name, it kind of comes out. The name was Akanya. Like, I didn't expect this of you, so I really. Okay. So it's so sad. Yeah. It's so sad. It's totally unacceptable, and I think he owes the president an apology. And then we'll go right back to make some clarification in District 7. The 5-year Senator Johnson will run on his merit. So his boys will try to badger me and say some things. But at the precise moment that we were building the surgery unit in Sakapie, Senator Johnson should show us what he did. At the precise moment we make sure we had a city hall in Sakapie, Senator Johnson will be able to tell us what he did. At the precise moment we were able to do an annex to the Ban High School. At the precise moment we were able to put Ban Health Center on the budget. At the precise time that we were able to put the Zobiga Medical on the budget. At the time in Iraq, in time when we were able to impact society and send a lot of young people to school, that even one of them is the district health officer today, one of them is the maternity coordinator for Tapeta. Those were my scholarship students and many others in the health sector. At those movements, the backers of Senator Johnson must come with their own role. But Jallah, we're going to publish the rule of what was achieved so that people will know. But I have just brought out some of the most prominent that are easily verifiable, like the surgical unit at Sakaipi Hospital, which is saving thousands of lives, like the city hall in Sakaipi you see there, like the annex at Banha. So there are a lot of things we were involved in the day-to-day running of the people. And we're also able to impact county-wise when we make sure we modernize the football field and we build a Nima College. So his backers will need to come with his merit. He will be running on his merit, and he's going to have a resounding defeat because he's already sandwiched by a young and vigorous guy. And I can say in closing that the president campaign is off to a good note. And the president campaign in Nimba will be highly successful because why? We are getting to our people. We have structure in place and we continue to intensify and solidify those structures. And these great works that he has done, he's going to repeat the history of 2005 by doing extremely well and winning in Nimba. And victory will be for the president.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I'm going to take a pause right now to taking some water break. Then I will usher you my next guest. Oh yeah, you go in my ears, yo. The young development superintendent of Margibi County, Francis Karpu, is here. We talk developments in Margibi County. We talk about their preparedness as a county administration to reach out to the territorial confines of that's Margibi County for President Weah's re-election. They said they are prepared. All right, so I want to play one bars of music. Margibi is a Telecommunications County, Pele, Bassa. You get all the people. I can see the Bassa. So let me just start with this one. I'm told Morris Dole was from Margibi, I'm told. Let me get this one for you. Thanks to the Minister of Youth and Sports. Always yoga ways in sending their accounts. Or they are asking about the account numbers. But people who want to contribute to the process of healing and transforming the lives of the Zogos. They open 2 accounts at the bank. Librarians can just walk there and go and put out $1, $5, $10. That can be a significant help to the government fighting these people, fighting drugs around Liberia. I will take time this week, hopefully this week, and we'll do a surprise show that all Liberians can participate, avoid the politics. Let me say welcome to the Development Superintendent Group. Good afternoon, welcome, my brother.
Thank you, Jallah.
Can you just press the button there, the red button, and come close to the microphone? Yeah. Press it. I think it was on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Jallah. It's good to be in your studio today, to be able to speak to our people and also let other people know what is happening in our county. And so I'm happy to be here to be able to provide these informations.
How is the superintendent himself? Vani, how is he and how is the county administration?
Superintendent Jerry Vani is doing very well. He's in town also trying to run after some issues centered around the county development. And so he's in town. The county local government is doing well. We are consolidating to ensure the mandate of the president before this first term expiration. We can be able to do the best we can to convince our people that indeed the decision you made in yesteryears is not in vain. And so that is our prayer, and that is what we do on a daily basis.
A very young development superintendent, when you were appointed by the president to serve in that position, how did you receive the news when your name was called?
Well, you know, in yesteryears, this position used to be a retirement.
Yeah, you see, women or baby grapes, you know. Like,
so to have a young person appointed by the president, we received the information but knew that it's a challenge for us because at a young age, I mean, you have to do your best because you still have a future ahead.
Of course.
And so you will be here for a certain time, depending on the deliverables, depending on how you do the work. You might have an opportunity to do another thing in the future. Depending on how you also do it, it might serve as a stigma for you. And so we receive it and knew that we have a cause to do and we have a representation to do on behalf of the president, on behalf of ourselves, and on behalf of our family. And so we receive it and we are very much dedicated to that service.
Wow. So bring us to speed about a local government development initiative in your county. How far are we since 2018 to present?
Well, we'd like to be firstly grateful to Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, for the trust and confidence reposed in us, and the leader of our county, Honorable Jerry Viney. We have had a teamwork to ensure that the part of the president's responsibility that has been shared with us, we can be able to represent him amicably and do what the people want done. Okay. And so looking at the first pillar of the proper agenda for development, that talks about power to the people, and that's the first thing we thought to do to engage the people with the development process of Margibi. And so our people have been involved into the development process of Margibi by discussing what are those things that affect them, what are those things they want done, and how can we go about doing it. So we are being at the level of the implementing arm. So our people normally gathered at a county sitting. It was being duplicated by some of our lawmakers and some of the well-meaning people of Margibi to ensure that it's done at district level before it reach at county level. So it means decisions who have been reached at district level and coming to the county sitting, it makes it not difficult for us, but very easier. Instead of having a county sitting for 2 or 3 days, we can be able to synchronize that in a day time. And so we've been able to do that. And the development initiative we embarked on, I can tell you they are the ones that the people said they wanted. And to some extent, immediately when we complete them, the people start to use them without even waiting for delegation because of the desperation of that need. And so to just speak, maybe bring you all to speed in a different district, the number of things I will be able to do.
I will sit back for a while, listen to you.
Yeah, so you will note that in district number 1, we've been able to do a couple of things. Firstly, our people have said to us the security situation, more especially in one of the most populated areas, and that has to do with Douazon, that doesn't have a police station. It was very paramount because when crimes are committed, to go to shuffling time is a distance. And so Douazon needed a police station. The people on the Block Pie in Division 16, there is a town there called Mendy Town. You know, we may not have the free service at the Firestone Hospital. There was a need for us to have a clinic erected there. And so we've done a police station, a finished police station. That police station should be the biggest so far in Margibi. It's in district number 1. Douazon is expected that the president in that distant future can be able to dedicate that particular project. And then the clinic spoken about on the president tour, he visited that clinic. we completed a clinic in Division 16 for our people to ensure that we can be able to take care of the health need of our people. Currently, we are doing a market in somewhere called Nidonwen, very closer to District Number 2. We are doing a clinic, how they call it, a market there for our citizens, because it's a growing community. It's almost like a city now. And so the issue of market, you have to go to Unification Town and see how you can buy or go Habel. And so we are trying to settle the issue of the market. A market is under construction. It's expected to be completed by this month, so that on the president tour, he can also be able to
have it dedicated.
Dedicate that particular project. We are also able to give close to 400 to 500 student scholarship, because the local fundings that we receive, we try to make sure that we can be able to touch the basis. So in terms of the youth, I mean, we try to look at the scholarship, the security of our people, we try to do a police station, the health of our people, we try to do a clinic, for which we have been able to do. And we have those things that are there, they are visible. Another thing we embark on, like in District Number 2. In District Number 2, you know, at a certain point in time, it was being reported about a dozen of people living under the water between Unification Town and Duluth Town. And so we embarked on a project, a footpath bridge that we were able to do. The president had been able to dedicate that. We did our footpath bridge. The security of our people too was paramount in District Number 2. And so there's a police station that started, that was not completed. We have to do some finishing work in Barclay Farm. So we're able to do a police station there. Currently, you know, Unification City is, I think, should be one of the cities, if not the only city in Liberia that do not have a city hall. And so we have embarked on a project that called $248,000 city hall project. I think it should be the best city hall in Margibi County, because it's a story building, is ideally located. And so that construction work is currently going on, and we are very much optimistic that the fundings that we expect, because we have started with the one we had already. What we expect at the moment we have it, I mean, that project can be dedicated before even the president's second term. So in Unification Town, you will know that we have done that. We also did an intervention where it has to do with scholarship, and we completed like
you mean giving scholarship to high school students or
high schools and to some level university. The university student. We also were able to do some intervention in that, giving the social development and county development funding that we received.
Okay, I was just about to ask whether the discounts for the county development fund.
Yeah, the county development, social development fund that we received. So in District Number 3 also, we're able to complete a school. We are building one new one to 26 Gate. 26 Gate is a growing community. And so the kids, you have a school that
you mean we're going to Kakata now?
Yeah.
Okay.
26 Gate. And so we completed first a 2-classroom building, which cannot stay help because you're running a school, a junior high school that got 6 classrooms. And so we thought to do an intervention. Currently, we are doing 5 classroom with 3 offices with latrine. We are doing it currently is at roof level. I'm very sure on the president tour he's going to be dedicated in that also, because the fundings are available. We have been able to have the contractor paid, and he's doing the work. He's accelerating that particular work. And so we were also in that district to do road around the Kakata belt there. We're able to also around that road, there are villages that the people were still using open defecation. And so they requested that they needed some of the money latrine. We're able to do 2 of those on that route and ensure that our people also benefit from that. And we did another town hall in that same District Number 3. And so the people in Telecom community now, when they're having program, they have it in the town hall. So they did not even wait for us to do the dedication. They are using that building currently. All of the projects that I'm talking about are projects that the people said they wanted. Immediately upon completion, they are using them. So in District Number 4,
in other words, you sat with the people and you identified their needs.
Of course,
you said this is what we want, and you went for it and you did it for them.
That's why you call power to the people. And so you allow the people to make the decision. And when the decisions are made, and we implement those decisions that have been made. In District Number 4, there's a women resource center that started under the former government that was not completed. We completed that women resource center. We completed another school in Tuantan. We built a new school also in that particular district. We did a clinic in Sikita. Another clinic in Sikita. You know, the health of our people is paramount to us. And so we thought we need to do that. The national growth is in Margibi County, Kolikentan. of recent, we just did a road and did a bus cover that some people refer to as a bridge to make sure that it linked that particular area when our people are about to go about to do our traditional practices and what have you, mean they go unhindered. We're able to do that, and we did some renovation of schools. And then in district number 5, we're able to build initially 2 new schools. We did that, and we are doing a clinic also because the health of our county is very paramount to us. We look at the health condition, the CS running building burned down. And so the different area, we want to make sure that we can be able to have things done for our people, and those things are happening. And so even in the health sector, we have been able to upgrade more than 3 of our clinics to health centers where doctors are assigned. Okay. So those people don't have to move necessarily to come to Kakata, maybe to CS Rennie. You made mention of CS Rennie, but I want to know the status now, because some of your citizens have a complaint that since the government made some promises that they're going to have done that work to make it, to elevate it and make it better, not much has been done. So give us a status report about that. So as a board chairperson of CS Rennie, okay, I'm the board chair of CS Rennie. Okay. So whatever information I provide, they are authentic. Okay. And so we have had our last board meeting, and the county health officer informed us. And before even coming here, I've been able to speak with tomorrow, the opening of bid. Okay. Because the contractors have been able to involve themselves in the bidding process. Tomorrow is the opening of bid. It is expected that we'll do the groundbreaking in this particular month. The project kick off August. Government processes are things that you got to follow. The procurement processes, they are there. You have to follow them. Maybe sometimes people don't understand them. And fundings are available now to start that particular process. We have over 800,000 that is available in the national budget. We are told that the first 400,000 will be committed to whoever wins that project to show that it starts. So if you see that structure, but in the absence of CS Rennie, we've upgraded the Kakata Health Center where the staffers of CS Rennie are. Maybe the capacity can now take that number of person that CS Rennie took. So because of that, then of course we have been able to upgrade some health centers some clinics that have gone to health centers to ensure that they can also be able to absorb some of those patients that were coming to CS Rennie, so that we can be able to mitigate some of the difficulties our people go through. So in terms of the things that we do, those are things that we have done with maybe a little over $1 million, maybe $1,300,000, because our first year, China Union, we received 750,000. And then that first year, county development from 100,000. Second year, we see 100,000. And then they go on time, we receive 400,000. So when you add money together, that is just 1.3 million plus. And so with that amount, we are being able to achieve this number of things for our people. And our people have been involved. They have been involved from the genesis to the lighter end. Local government authorities are involved. So with that, we've achieved on a local government. So those are things that we've done from district number 1 to district number 5. And if these projects you're talking about are things to go by that they are really existing, then in my own mind, I would say you guys have done a lot of good work in that area. If I hope Margibians are listening to me, because these are information I provide on a daily basis, and I provide even footages. I provide the information. You can go there, the journalists, and anybody could call me and say, no, maybe it's not true. I'm here. You could call and say maybe all of the things you've named, they are not true, but those are information that are correct. Today we were expecting to receive a delegation from the Ministry of Finance, Development, Planning, and UNDP on a joint visitation to go and see some of these projects that we have been able to undertake. And those are places that I know personally. We have been there, and we sat with the people and discussed, and they know that positively those things are affecting, and that's the reason why for us we are not bragging about issue. This government was elected on a mandate to do certain things, and those things are the things that we are committed to doing. Yeah, there will be criticism. We take our critics very seriously, because there are things that maybe what you will say and we think we need to use to make sure that we can improve on. We take you seriously, but we are very much focused on doing those things that the president has asked us to do, and we are doing that. Now, Mr. Francis Karpu, how do these developments you've undertaken over the last few years that you claim have impacted the lives of the people go a long way in the re-election bid of President George Weah? How far have you gone as a county administration? Those of you who believe in George Weah's leadership,
How are you engaging the people? What are their responses to you?
Well, when it relates to that, it has culminated into uniting the county. Margibi County currently is united. I mean, I say we don't have some disagreement, but if even you look at the caucus, you will know that maybe 95% they are in the same direction. If anyone will be supporting our side, the current lawmaker, if anyone should be supporting our side, maybe it might be district number 4, who is the official of the Unity Party, Honorable Ben Fofana. Apart from that, you see that the rest of the people will flow in line, ensuring that His Excellency the President of the Republic.
So in the entire Margibi caucus, you have only one person with a Unity Party person?
Yeah, Unity Party ticket. Yeah.
Okay.
That is Honorable Ben Fofana. He's not contesting anymore.
Oh, he's not contesting?
Yeah. I'm very sure. I have not seen anything about him. And maybe casual discussion we'll be having that he wouldn't be participating. So with that, we have the people. And you can see, even giving what you see on social medias, we are being able to dialogue with people. And I can tell you, majority of candidates who even will not be on CDC ticket will be announcing support for His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia. Majority of those independent candidates, including even collaborating parties that may not have signed document with us, will be announcing support. And that it has to do with negotiation. It has to do with work. It has to do with what we've done over the years and the life we live along with them and what they have seen that His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, what he means for Liberia. They're going to forge in line. And you're going to see that. You're going to see that. You're going to see the support of Margibi County. Margibi County, you can see the political leaders, the statements they made. And so our county is not a center or epicenter for confusion during this election. While it is true, we'll take precaution. There are other things that we'll be doing to make sure that we maintain what we have. But I can tell you, our dialogue with citizens, with even the local authorities, and what they wanted. There is something that this government have done, and I can say to anyone that is very significant, and our country people take it very seriously. And what are some of those things? The Local Government Act that was passed, it gave power to the people. Today, we have a 9-man council. A 9-man council that is responsible to approve activities plan, approve budgets, approve all of the different things in county. And who are they? You got 2 chiefs, 1 elder. You got 2 youth, 1 female, 1 male. You got someone representing the people with disability. You got 2 persons representing the civil society organization. You got someone representing the women. So that the combination of these people, they are making decisions now for the local people in Margibi County. As to what happened in Margibi County, that is the work of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia. Immediately he took over 2018. He signed the Local Government Act that when we say power to the people, we must be able to exhibit that through our policies. Another thing that the president did is the Revenue Sharing Act. That he signed.
Yeah, and the ARA had also robust on that.
Yes, so there are a number of workshops that we have had. There are laws that they are trying to repeal because there are laws that are trying to serve as a blockade to that. And those laws have been worked out. That will show that the percentage that Margibi should get, it will come to Margibi, and Margibi made decision as to how you use the money, how you develop your county, and that rollout is ongoing. There are a lot of training that's being heard, and our people are saying, but then this president mean well for this country. If he can give us what for us and say you made decision on what for you, I mean that's
revenue collected from you can give some given back to you to make
to you. I mean, that's a serious man. Who in authority will want to do that? Who in authority will just want to allow that kind of power to go? Who have done that is the Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia. So there are policies that he has passed that suggest, that tell people that he's a serious man, and he means that the local people should be able to make decisions.
Now, the Margibi County is the home of the PUP, the People's Unification Party, where Nuke comes from. And there was some, they have pledged support to the president. And I don't know whether the current senator, Tomola is still contesting, but how is that support they give to the CDC for 2023 and the present re-election? How is it helping, and how is that message also resonating with the people? How is the PUP helping the process?
Now, you see, that's a key reason why I say when you see all of the political leaders are moving in the same direction, it becomes easier for us. Yeah, we might be different on maybe all candidates and other things, right? But as it relates to the president, we are united on this, right? That this is what we will do. And even the commoners say, this president, we will support this president. So there are few members, some of our friends that have some level of disenchantment. We don't do it on social media. We don't do it through the other. We go to them and we sit with them and discuss the prospect of this country, the prospect of Margibi, and what we see ahead. And so with that, I can tell you, even the chairperson of PUP attend all Congress or coalition functions. Oh yes, he support Honorable Nathaniel Fallow Mange. Of course,
and who's the chairman?
The chairperson is Francis Fallow Kopo. He's the chairperson of PUP. He was able to produce 2 senators and produce. So he has been very successful in that.
He produced senators.
Yeah, he produced on
He can produce Mangeo.
Of course, I'm telling you. For that is a don't deal. Almost like somebody is going on.
I know from whence I'm heading, because if you listen to some assertions from the senator, Cuban senator Nukwe against Mr. Mangeo, you think that he is not supporting President Weah, because he has come openly say the PEP supports President Weah. They give support. He gives the individual support to President Weah, but on the other side, he's denigrating Mangeo. So how do we understand the politics? What kind of politics being playing by Gibi when it relates to the CDC versus Mangeo and that of the PUP? Okay,
so this is why it is. In our county is a traditional county. We try even to see how we could even turn that over. And the old people said this is not rating, but this is an agreement that we went through when we were forming Margibi, because Marshall territory and Gibi territory came to form Margibi. So the law is common law. It's not rating, but the law is one senator come from the other side and the other senator come from the other side. To make the decision, it means the stakeholders from that particular side will make decision and say this is our preferred. If you move in the lower belt today, you walk through the street, the principal streets. You walk through and speak with local leaders. They will tell you our choice is Mangeo. And so Upper Margibi will have to buy that. And that's the choice. You saw when we look, I was on the campaign trail to make sure that maybe we have changed that when we put my friend and brother, the lawmaker of District Number 2, on our ticket. And the people say, no, tradition is meant to be obeyed. So Nukwe will go, because this seat is for Upper Margibi. This seat is for Lower Margibi. For some of us who hail from Lower Margibi, we are the decision maker. We tell, after the election in 2020, I have a group of elders that walked to the office and came and said, my son, we are sorry. What are you telling me sorry? He said, we did not do what you say we should do. Why? It's because we got tradition in this county. But going forward, in 2023, whoever you bring to us from Lower Margibi, because I hear from Lower Margibi, I'm from the small notice belt. Whoever you bring from Lower Margibi, I mean, that person is the one we're going to support. So the decision is with us. Who are the leaders from Lower Margibi, the opinion leaders from Lower Margibi, to tell this is our person, and that will happen. You don't expect, maybe to some extent, the senator, what I understand is Margibi now supports his quest to be a senator, and so maybe he doesn't support Margibi's quest. That would not stop. Margibi did not support a quest, he won. If he doesn't support Margibi took a win. Depending on the people, it's the people that make the decision, and they are candid about that.
Okay, let me take this break. I want to take this break and come back. Sorry for that. I'm taking the break.
This music was sponsored by the Borough Minister, Madam Ruth Collins. She says the people of Grand Bassa County, Margibi County, Rivers County, and Montserrat say they will vote for you, His Excellency George Worlea-Saywah. Shadow citizen. You will win, you will win, you will win. I got free education. I bet white people should be about me. Whatever we are saying, what you have a blood cell with you. The problem with me is that I have to be opposition go away, go away, go away. Opposition go away.
Oh, sorry for that. That song is made by the guy called JC. You know, JC is a basso musician. He's a good singer. Oh, sorry. I'm still trying to get this thing downloaded for my to my device here. He brought stable electricity into the country. He filled so many roads. He gave free education. We will vote for you. 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 Oh yeah, we'll vote for you. That's a guy called Jesse. You know, Jesse is a basso musician. And tomorrow is the birthday of Miss Seattle Sweetie Jacobs. Seattle Sweetie Jacobs, happy birthday to you. Tomorrow is your day, I'm told. And have a good time in the Lord and with your friends. I mean, activate the phone lines now so that the listeners in Margibi County can engage the development superintendent who is here right now. Mr. Francis Karpu is the development superintendent of Margibi County. He has outlined the developments they undertaken there. Projects have undertaken in all the parts of not all, but in majority part of Margibi. The line is now activated, or the lines are activated on 080-514-096, 080-514-096. The other number is 0770-560-560. You can call in and put your concerns through. Hello, welcome. Let me listen to the first caller.
Yeah, Jallah, good evening again. This is E. Anson Bapu of the State Farm of the other company.
Bapu, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is thanks to my friends in studio there. He has said it all. He just talked about Margibi. Why about that? Lima and the rest of this country. Look, there's no other way. There are people that are being yearning for development that today we turn our back to development and go after food. I think that stands as fast.
So you will go for promise and you will go for development as it's been done.
Exactly. That's the real thing there, and that's what we're going to do. And thank you, brother, in studio, and let me get up a chance, and we'll read it.
All right. Thank you so very much. The next caller is here on this line. Hello, welcome. You have 15 seconds to make your case.
Thank you very kindly, Jallah Grayfield, and good evening to you. Good evening to and the developmental superintendent, and I have set unprecedented record in Margibi. Jallah, you can go there for yourself and do your investigation.
You are from Margibi?
I'm not from Margibi. I live in District 6. This is Emmanuel Tosia.
Okay.
I live in District 6, but I follow the activities of Margibi, and he's one leader that is very passionately, and he has come with a lot of commitment in terms of executing and implementing the Popo agenda in Margibi. And I can clearly say this, and that is the reason for which the message I resonated in Margibi. And President, we are going to get more food. You see the project that the development superintendent at Catalog is big volume that he has come to the table with a lot of passion and technical knowledge. So the development soup, we say thank you, and I would like to encourage you that some of these appearances, you keep making these appearances, so our opposition brothers that continue to live in Dreamland can know that
okay.
I will see my
Thank you, Batosia. You may appoint the next caller. Welcome. Let's hear you, my friend.
Yeah, my name is Constance Donnie from Bon County District 1.
Bon County District 1. Let's hear you, my friend.
Yeah, I want to present some appreciate the student people.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are done well. When it comes to the development issue, so we are in high gear to support the re-election of President Weah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks as well. Thank you so very kindly. Let me talk to the next caller. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. You on the bumper show.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm P. Romeo Tarapa joining you from Lofa County to this Foya District.
Foya District. Welcome to Montserrat County.
All right. Thank you so much for the show. It's like, we need to understand the dynamic of politics when it comes to development.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who develop the area, you vote for them for their second. Even tell them, if possible, they can, because we need development. If we see the stage that we're from now and the stage we're in now, in the stage here through our time, that we are being developed by President. We are even Foya here. The way the area are looking before, I think
I'm a witness of what happened in Foya. Before then, I got there, I'm told by the former Paramount Chief, the late Tamatilla, he said, Jallah, the place was the mother area. When our children are going to school in the morning, they walk in the mud. When they come by, you see that food, like I'm digging down. But now, Thomas Fala and the president came here, they put a concrete pavement in the streets of Foya. Now street lights are beaming there. You walk the street, you walk in Foya Street in the night, you are not afraid of anybody coming to harm you.
We have lights there, Most of our stations are standing under those lights to succeed. Because before they used to be in darkness, but they had light levels, so they would do their little businesses.
Okay.
Throughout the night, they be selling without using battery, without using any other light. So we really appreciate, and Thomas Fala will be going there representing in Foya here.
Thank you.
The football will go back for 12.
Thank you. Let me take the next caller. Hello, welcome. The next caller is here. Welcome. Hello, you where are you? You sounded so hello. Okay, go ahead now.
Good afternoon, Jallah.
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, this is about Kolako.
Okay, about Kolako, let's hear you.
Hello?
I'm here. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
This is about Kolako in a Kofon Unification Town, Margibi County.
Okay. Are you a witness to what the superintendent just stated here on the radio?
Yeah, what is superintendent? The last question he just asked the superintendent in studio.
That I want to catch a high, eh?
Public.
And so, what are you thinking about it now? What are you thinking about it? What do you say about it?
Omonugo is one person who preached divisive politics in Margibi County. One person who speaks divisive politics in Margibi County for the fact that he appeared to eat the electoral center. He said he will not take somebody from the PD forest and come meeting senator our county. And
okay. I think you made a point. Let's go to another caller. Hello, welcome. You live on the bumper show.
Thank you, Brother Jallah. This is Reverend Atty Zamato calling from Rocky Highway.
Reverend Atty Zamato.
Yes.
Reverend, how are you?
Well, praise the Lord, I'm doing great. Doing great.
Let me hear your positive conversation.
I want to just thank God for that young son that at the studio there. I'm really grateful and thank God so much for him. He articulate very, very well. And so I will encourage you that keep on the good work. As I listen to you, I'm touched. I will lift you up in prayer.
Okay.
Be committed to your cause. Liberia is our common denominator. So work for your country. God will pay you. Thank you ever so much.
All right, Reverend. Thanks a lot, Reverend. The next caller, let's hear you. Welcome you on the bumper show.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. You are here.
Okay, this is Ed Lauren Baba calling you from Foya to be specific. Foya, this is number 2 days evening.
My uncle, how are you? How is Foya? How is mommy?
Very good, Jallah. Mommy doing or selling graduates.
Okay, let me say greetings to my uncle there at the guest house there.
The studio guest, because you will see this morning, Jallah. Let me just tell you the dream. My God asked me in my dream, what does it mean CDC could not come first after the war? Because we always support the government, we see what the development is having. Even though the government getting everything they do, but they do everything possible. For us, the sample always all of us say one local road. For all the local road, if you come to the locality, you will see a lot of street light. You will see where missing that you use to be moving in the gardening. You will see the dust. So one of you will see telling all that the development they're telling all the development in the country on a boat don't give us 2020 or to go one time.
Thank you. Then my uncle S. Lauren Bobo from Foya. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. Foya seems to be dominating the show this afternoon. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, Jallah, you cut me off.
Oh, sorry, I didn't call you off. Apparently, it was the network was bad, so that's why. But yeah, go ahead. Now, you were talking about divisiveness in Margibi.
Yes.
Yeah, you have 10 seconds to make your case now.
Okay. Let me tell you, you're not somebody who's supporting the president. Then you have somebody who also contesting on the CDC ticket. They say you can't support such person because in your own view, you feel that the person from Babudu country. Our constitution, the constitution says that they are coexisting. Anybody reside any area, once they can contribute to the livelihood of the people, and the people feel that the person is best suited to represent them, to give them the dividend that they need, I think the person should be giving the person should be giving the political space to contest, and once elected, the person should be able to provide the necessary needs. Let's say, for example, say Honorable Margibi declare intention to contest in Margibi county. The political activity for the senatorial seat has changed.
Okay.
For Wednesday.
All right.
I put the video towards the Margibi.
Thank you so very kindly. Your 10 minutes are exhausted. I gave you 1 minute 25 seconds. I will take 2 or 3 calls. I come back to the very eloquent deputy superintendent of Margibi County. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, hello, David.
Yes, welcome. What's the name? Where do you come from, sir?
This is Peter Go, and I'm calling from Kakata, Margibi County.
Peter, let's hear you. Let's hear what you have to say concerning what your superintendent just stated here.
Yeah, let me say double to all Francis Karpu. You are fairly all measures in there and what taking place in Margibi County, around the county. Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
That's a fact. No one go or the station and the superintendent is lying. They say you want to do your own political, records and things. But that's a fact, and you're saying that, and we'll stay back to support our Margibi and other president we are. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Thank you so very kindly, my brother. Let me take the next caller. You're welcome. How are you?
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. You live. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you. Napuka
Wilson. Is that Puka Roberts?
Thank you very much. Never fail recognition.
Yeah, you have 15 seconds quickly.
No problem. Let me say good evening also to your fellow guest. He spoke very lengthily and just what the didn't say Jallah. For the recognition said, I'm Puka Robert and I'm the acting chairman of the Friends of Democracy Tamakoti for the re-election of President George Manor Developmental We are. Jallah, it was interesting you when the day that we appeared in Margibi County. You saw how the superintendent have been loved by the people. If your story say if the husband sell you, the street cannot buy you. So the superintendent have been putting all mechanisms into place that the people can live on a peaceful atmosphere. I was very astonished that day. But I saw the people stupid and celebrating the superintendent of the 40th.
Okay.
The real election of President we are. Trust me, the superintendent is president of the 40th.
Okay. All right, Poka. Thank you, Poka. Let me to the next caller. Welcome. The next caller. Welcome.
Yeah.
Reduce the monitor now, my man.
Yeah. Hello.
Reduce the monitor.
Yeah.
You can call me and you give me that kind of distorting sound in the back. Just reduce the monitor. Once you add through the line, just reduce the monitor or you leave from side. Then I won't have all those sounds coming out. Hello, welcome. You live. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Griffith.
Yes, sir.
All right. My name is Saint Bugu Kabasino. I join you from Painesville City.
Let's hear from Painesville City.
Fine. So I really appreciate the young guy in studio. So we from Lawalazu Town, we appreciate the president's work, his hard work in the country. And so by the grace of God, we're going to work with him.
Okay.
In Jesus' name.
All right. Thank you so very kindly. Let me just squeeze in this final call. This guy has been on this line forever. Let me squeeze in the final one for the last one. Hello, welcome. You, the final caller. Is that Dominic Wallo?
Yes, exactly, my man.
Wow, Dominic been a long while. The other day I heard you on the Summer Joy show. I was like thinking, where have I put this Dominic man number?
My man, we need to compare no, my man.
My man, I get a number on my phone. Let's finish. We'll talk later. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I mean, thank you for the privilege.
3 years I left Banana FM. I didn't hear your voice today, my man. For the second time today.
My man, thank you for the privilege you laid, my man. You see, we're having a politics in Liberia here. You know, this time, nobody living anybody here up now. 3%, we are tired because the Donah family person, we are footprint. Because you live in your community, you process the process for water and drinking their water. You get people for half of the people. Then you say you like the people. That way election, you put teacher and buy for the people. Then you say I like them. So president, we have to tell people here on now. So everybody will be their own drum.
Okay.
So the development of law around the country, everybody seeing it. It's culture clear. But you know politics and some people, so they see black, they see that white.
Okay.
These are not visible before. Some president, we are saying they are not visible. But the politics black of people, they do all kind of, you know, lying to the people all around the country. But
okay, Dominic.
They're not following the social media. They don't know what's happening.
Dominic, thanks a million. We have to go. Let me go back to the superintendent. Land is live is coming up shortly, but I'm told by Summer George that the Minister of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism, the Honorable Legislator Julius Rennie, will be here tomorrow at 9 o'clock to speak on the president's visitation to Israel and other areas in Guinea-Bissau, or Equatorial Guinea, rather. Let me go back to the superintendent to close up.
Yeah, so the one I just spoke about, they are centered around what we're doing with the local funding. And there are few that I want to talk about that is being done also by the president. I mean, national intervention in Margibi County. It's like it was being predicted that maybe something will happen. And so we have one referral hospital. When the president took over, he made sure that he increased that to 2. So we have the 14th military hospital in Margibi County. And so that was an intervention from the president. It allowed our citizens also to be able to go there. You know about the road that is taking, that is currently the RIA road. It's a benefit to the people of Margibi because the accident on that road, in most cases, you used to hear what used to happen. That have reduced. Okay. I know upon the completion, we will not be having no kind of thing happening. After the president toured, there are a few things that he said, and the ones that are currently happening. We've started the disabled center that was requested by the people of disability. That particular project is nearing completion, and also a market industry number 2 that is also ongoing. Then the rehabilitation of 9 schools. This was done under the our funding project. 9 high schools, rehabilitated them, ensure that have them up to date so that the learning environment can be good for our people. 2 new schools are taking place in Margibi County. The model school, one of those days when you used to talk about the multilateral high school, you know, we got 3 multilateral high school. And so the model school, the first one, Margibi is benefiting. The construction is currently ongoing. And then in Gibi, somewhere that is very isolated. You will know that a school is being built there. The computer and science laboratory is also being built there. Okay. That is currently happening. National intervention, and like I talk about, the hospital is working on. And you know, the first little intervention also on the Marshall Route. You see that investment into Margibi County is to tell the people of Margibi what you have done. You need to reap from what you have done.
All the time.
Yeah, I know. You know, so there are a number of things that we sit here, we count. You will look at our brothers who are saying maybe nothing is happening. Say, yeah, something happening. So again, let me be grateful to you. I want to be very much grateful for the invitation. We'll continue to be around to provide the information. We'll make use of the different outlets to make sure that what the president has done is flagged out.
Thank you, Francis Karpu. He's the Deputy Superintendent of Margibi County. Francis Karpu has been here as my guest. This is called wow. You guys say get my wow. What the heck do you know? Daniel Ankara comes on very shortly. Will learn his life. My name is Jallah Emmanuel Nikki Kalufagala Kian Malakbuli Nyalingwan Tokazubo Oma Grayfield. Let us stay coming. Shama Shang. Have a good day from Monrovia.